Hello teacher, this is my presentation about geography. Today I'm going to talk about the climate in Falmouth, Massachusetts. To start, these are the learning outcomes. What is geography? Distinguish physical geography from human geography. Understand the key concepts in learning geography. The climate in Falmouth, Massachusetts. So to start, I would like to start with the definition of what is geography. Geography is the science that studies the features of the earth and its connection to peoples and the environment. So basically, today I want to talk a little bit about the climate in Falmouth, Massachusetts, but I want to talk a little bit about Falmouth, Massachusetts, so you understand where is that Falmouth, Massachusetts is located and what is about it. So Falmouth, Massachusetts is located on the southwest corner of Cape Cod, Falmouth. Um, is bounded on two sides by large bodies of waters, Buzzards Bay on the west and Vineyard and Nantucket Sounds to the south. Um, so the towns of Burnie and Sandwich and Mashpee, those towns lie to the north and east. It's roughly a square shape, is stretched out at the southwest corner where the village of Woods Hole forms one side of the passage between the main line and the stream of Elizabeth Island. Falmouth contains about 44 square miles, including 1,740 acres of freshwater ponds and about 1,500 acres sheltered with saltwater bays and harbors. 68 miles of seashore and also 12 miles of which are sandy beaches in each town. So that's basically a little bit of what is the town of Falmouth, Massachusetts. To talk about some key concepts um, about geography. So the location basically it refers to a place or position on Earth's surface. A location can either be exact or relative in relation to other locations. Um, the movement basically that refers to how people connect to each other, how our ideas, the technology and cultures in that area, and how is that information is being passed on from one person to another person. The place is basically a description or the physical attribute of the location, and the place basically tell us of how people in a specific location behave as well. The region are places that have common physical and human attributes. It can be either a city, it can be a district, it can be a country, or functional regions. In the other side, the environment, this basically shows the interactions between humans and the physical environment. So Let's talk about the climate in Falmouth, Massachusetts. The climate is basically the description of the long-term pattern of weather in a place. Climate can mean the average of weather for a particular region and time period, taken over 30 years. Climate is the average of weather um, over time. So in Falmouth, Massachusetts has a particular weather. The weather has a moderate climate with warm summers and mild winters. An average daytime temperatures in the summer range from the mid 70s to low 80s, while during the winter temperatures, it can drop into the 20s with occasional snowfall. The rain there in Falmouth, Massachusetts is fairly common throughout the year, with more frequent showers in the spring months and fewer during the summer and fall. So in the other side, the ocean breeze provides Falmouth with a cooling effect that makes it very comfortable even on hot days. So in addition, the coastal location helps shield Falmouth from extreme weather events like hurricanes that are common in other parts of Massachusetts. Moving on, Massachusetts gets basically 49 inches of rain on an average per year. Um, the US average is 38 inches of rain per year, incredibly. So Falmouth, Massachusetts, on average, there are 201 sunny days per year, and the total in the US average is 205 sunny days, 205. So Falmouth gets some kind of precipitation on average 111 days per year. So the precipitation is basically rain, snow, sleet, or hail that falls to the ground. In order for precipitation to be counted, you have to get at least 0.0 inches on the ground to measure. So the rain is fairly common throughout the year, with more frequent showers in the spring months and fewer during the summer and fall. So to continue, we're going to talk about the summer. So summer basically is the hottest of the four temperature seasons occurring after the spring and before the autumn. At or center on the summer solstice, daylight hours are longest and darkness hours are shortest, with day length decreasing as the season progresses. After the solstice, the earlier sunrise and latest sunset also occur near the date of the solstice. So it's important to note that in the summer, the average temperature of both land and sea is 65 to 70 degrees. And there are occasional days of fog along the shore. The growing season is about 200 days with 42 inches of rain a year, distributed fairly evenly among the seasons. So the winter is the coldest season of the year in polar and temperature climates. It basically occurs after the autumn and before the spring. The tilt of the Earth axis causes seasons. Winter occurs when a hemisphere is oriented away from the sun. So different cultures define different dates as the start of the winter, and some of use definitions based on the weather. So the coldest average temperatures of the seasons are typically experienced in January or February in the northern hemisphere, in June, July, or August in the southern hemisphere. Um, so also something important that I want to add here is that in the winter season and in some regions, winter has the highest rate of precipitation as well as prolonged dampness because of permanent snow cover or high precipitation rate with low temperatures. And also important is that something that I found and that I was reading about is that the blizzards often develop and cause many transportation delays there. The diamond dust, also known as the ice needle or ice crystal, form at temperatures approximately 40 um, minus 40 Fahrenheit. So that happens due to the air with a slightly higher moisture from above mixing the colder surface. And the springtime, also known as spring, is one of the four temperature seasons succeeding winter and preceding summer. There are various technical definitions of a spring, but the local usage of the term varies according to the local climate, so cultures and also customs. When is spring in the northern hemisphere, it is autumn in the southern hemisphere, and vice versa. So basically, the springtime in Massachusetts is celebrated with rides and festivals revolving around its importance in food production. So the springtime in Massachusetts goes from March to May. During the springtime, the temperature increases from 40.1 41.5 Fahrenheit to 55 Fahrenheit. The sea temperatures also shows a similar rise from 38.6 Fahrenheit to 50.4 Fahrenheit. The rain during this the rainfall during this month is quite consistent between 0.39 to 0.51, with the number of rainy days peaking in April at 6.9 days. And during the autumn, this is a very beautiful season of the year. In particular, I like it. Um, is the time of the year for fun, for festivals. People pick up in pumpkins and apples and also they enjoy the view. People there love to see the the trees as the leaf change colors, which is something nice to do there. And this is for my presentation. Thank you so much.